Welcome to the Sarah Scoop Show. It's time to get the scoop with Sarah.
If I wasn't acting, I think I would want to be in design of some sort. I really like interior design, and my parents are interior designers. And it just if I'm ever feeling stressed out for some reason, focusing on a space and what I would do visually to that space somehow brings me brings me calm and peace. And yeah, I love it. It brings me joy. Um, I tend to I tend to design places in my head. Okay, so if you look at, I feel like a lot of really talented actors are kind of eccentric people. And I remember going to a friend's house and saying, I was talking to him, I was like, yeah, I was probably just having an insecure day, and I was like, I don't think I can be a really good actor. I'm not eccentric or weird enough. Like I feel like I'm too bland. I'm normal. And he looked at me and he's like, you think you're normal? I was like, yeah, I think I'm pretty normal. He's like, you are so weird, man. I'm like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And he goes, the first time you came over here, you're like slowly twiddling your thumbs and like walked up to my wall and like squinted at it and then like softly touched it and looked around and then kind of like floated over to another part of the apartment. And I asked you like, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I was just thinking you could really like do a cool sort of like clock piece, like a big, like almost like like not a statue, but like cut out blocks. Like you can make an entire clock. Yeah, I think it should look really good here with the brick and this and it, anyway. So I kind of go into this mode of drawing up spaces. I used to watch HGTV all the time. I haven't lately, but so I had a paper route when I was younger, when I was maybe 12 or something like that, 10, 11, I don't know, younger. And I had to stuff the flyers, and that would take a while. And I'd turn on HGTV and I'd stuff the flyers and watch film design shows. Right now would be if we lived in a world where Game of Thrones hadn't been made yet and I got to be on Game of Thrones. That would be my dream role. I have a total man crush on Jon Snow. I want to be Jon Snow. Ever since I was a kid, I feel like even when it came down to Lego, for instance, my favorite Lego sort of world, so how they had all these different ones, was the castles. I love castles and dragons and magic and knights and just fascinated with that sort of fantasy world. And so Game of Thrones for me, when I watched it, it's like, oh my God, I would pay you to work on this. Like, you don't even have to pay me. I'll give you money to let me have a huge broadsword and be trudging through the snow and with the dragon. And yeah, I'll pitch it to Hallmark. I'll say, I want to do a Hallmark story that takes place in 800 years ago with dragons and swords.
Thank you for watching the Sarah Scoop Show. Head to sarahscoop.com for more.